Hey everybody, welcome back to the Old Man Raging channel, playing Arc Extended on Ragnarok using the hardcore setting. So right now we are at day 8, and I'm just going to go over here and get the red drop that's coming down. We also have a Therizinosaurus that we just tamed from our last session. Actually, let's go and see if we can, yeah, let's just go get him in a safe place here. And we'll head over and get this red drop. Pretty safe location. All right, we've also got the baryonyx. We're going to take a look at the two pairs that we have now, or the one pair of male and female that we got. We should have enough to make a pretty good quality baryonyx. So we'll take a look at what we got there. We do need, we do have another Deinosuchus out here that we are going to tame as well, but it's a male, unfortunately. We are looking for a female, but I saw some pretty good stats on it. We just want to make sure. Okay, there's some veggie cakes if I wanted to tame up if I wanted to tame up an ovis. Bust some of these trees down. Yeah, just crash through them. All right, so the Deinosuchus is over here, I believe. Unless it despawned. There it is there. So let's get it over into a spot where he's a little bit more. Oh, what did that? So just put him over here. He's a little bit crazy. Yeah. We're going to need a griffin to be able to deal with this. So let's first off, let's clear out some of our weight here. A little farther to walk now. The base is a little bit bigger. Okay. First thing we do is we're going to do the perishables. So we do have one in there. And we do have a mind wipe comet. That's kind of interesting. 2 veggie cakes. That's pretty good. All right. All right. We'll throw in some of these into here. So that's going to be a tamer. That's going to be a tamer. And same with that. That's graphene. We do have the baryonyx, so we're going to go and get those out. This one here is, I'll throw that in there. All right, so let's throw out all these. I can hear our little friend down below. Okay. So let's whistle all these so they don't get attacking anything. All right, so this is a 32 health and a 42 weight, and a 39 melee. So 32 health, 39 melee, but it's got really good stam as well, 42. So this is a pretty good, not bad. And what's this one? This one here is a 39 melee as well, 42 health. So that's very good for health. So I think we got in some 42 on weight. So I think we're a little weak on the melee. 39 is not terrible, but these are pretty good. So we're gonna get a fairly good line out of this one. So let's start breeding these up and try to get the most stats out of them. Um, we should we put a let's test out the male. Not the melee, the health. So we want to breed the health over as much as we can. So let's use a health feather and see how that works. We've got one in here. I don't know if you can stack feathers, so let's try that. Let's put a health feather in here. And let's also put a stamina feather and a weight feather. Let's put them all in there and see if it uses them all or it uses one of them. Okay. So we'd expect that when the baby comes out. Now I don't know whether these have got to be consumed. No. So we'll see if it's got to go in before you start the mating process or whether it's at the time it's hatched. So we'll soon find out. We'll see how this works out, whether it uses one or whether it uses two. So what we have in here is we've got the weight, a stam, and a health. All right, and so we would expect the weight at 42. Wow, not a very good example. So let's take the weight out because they're going to both be the same. We're not going to know. Stam is going to be 42 on this one, and now here's the interesting thing is without the feather, was the stack gonna come over anyways? So it just gives us a 61% chance of that stack coming over. All right, let's see what's going on. Stupid pass out. This is crazy. I this happens way too much in my playthroughs here of this just passing out all the time. Okay, so let's take a look. It took only the one and it took the health stat. All right, so it didn't take the stam stat. All right, the high stam is the 42, I believe. Okay, the health is the 42. So let's take a look at this one. And it got the 42 health, so that's pretty good. Look at the stam 42. Oxygen, there isn't any on a baryonyx. The 39 on the food, 42 on weight, and 39 on melee. So this looks like it really has all the high stats. 43 on the food. So it's got the lower food stat. All right. So this has got the higher food stat. So this kind of is not what we want, but it's pretty good that I could use this, all right, as a baryonyx that I can take out right away. And so I don't have to wait for to get my breeding pair because it's got all the high stats of all the key stats that I would need for baryonyx, not food. Um, so I think what we'll do is we're gonna bring out a Gigantoraptor, and we'll get this one. We'll get this one breeding up. Okay. And we're just gonna pump this. 643 in melee, that's pretty good. Okay, so we've also got the Deinosuchus ready to go. So what we can do is let's focus on that now. Get it tamed and out of the way. All right, so let's clear all this stuff up first. All right, so the perishables. No perishables. Anything that's got to go in here? No, I don't see anything. I do see that we got another substrate, which is pretty good. I like that. So we're going to put the substrate in here. I think that's about it. I don't see anything else. Oh yeah, the polymer. Okay, and for here, I don't think there's very much. Yeah, there's really, I'm gonna keep that. Okay, and then I'm gonna throw the teeth in here. Throw these feathers back. Um, I should repair that, seeing as I'm here. So let's go back to the, I think I need some polymer to repair. So I've got some, do I use the organic polymer because it's gonna expire? All right, so just repair that up. You know, just takes a minute just to do that. Okay, and I think we put it. I think we put everything in here. Oh no, we didn't. The assault rifle. Not that we'll ever use it, but nevertheless. Okay, we'll throw these things over the edge here. The seeds will eat the seeds. Get them out of the way. And we'll drop off some of these. I think this is all full anyways, but let's pull all this over and then pull it back. Okay, that was good. Got some. All right, that worked out well. Got a little bit of excess in our stim berries, but nevertheless, do just a couple of narcotics anyways, 25 of them. All right, these are really not needed. So we can throw these ones over the edge too as well. I want to put, I keep falling off through here. Not that it's a real big deal, but I'd probably like to put a railing or something in there, and I don't think a railing is going to cause a problem for a bigger creature coming up. So let's try that, just to stop me from going over the edge there. So let's put the polymer back in. And actually, you know what? We're going to be taking it out anyway. So let's put it in here, kind of like storing it here. And we want the railings. So we're out of stone. So let's get the stone out of here. And we're going to craft up 2 railings. Did I 1 or 2? Okay, let's put these railings up. Now this is just really to stop me from going over the edge down here. And one more. I want the angled one first. So I think we can put a smaller one in. So let's pick that one up. Let's put this one in first. Yeah, it's not going to let me, right? So let's see if we can get there's a smaller one in there. Can I put a smaller one on this side? No. It's not letting me do it. It doesn't look like it wants to let me do a smaller one on the edge here. I can do it here, but I can't do it on this edge. It's being blocked or something. Yeah, it's not happening. Yeah, you can only put it, I guess you can only put it across. Oh no, you can put it up there on that one. So I can put it up on here. I just can't put it down on there. There's just no way it's going there. So, how are we gonna do this? Let's go. I think we can put that there. We put that there. Yeah, see, we'd still fall through there. Although it doesn't do really any damage to me. And let's see if we can put a railing across the top. Probably need one more. Oh, I put those in here, which is not cool. All right, let's drop some of this stuff in here. Oops. In case we need them for the... Okay, I'm gonna throw one of those down in there. So we're gonna put this railing across. Oh, we can put one. We can put one here. Would that would be really weird. Let's see what that looks like. Wow. Does that mean that when I open this up, that railing's gonna stay there? It does. Now that's gonna be a challenge for a creature coming up here, right? That's gonna block him. That might block him too. We'll see. I might be able to come up through. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if the blocks. Let's see if it blocks a Rex coming up. Because really, that's about all I'm going to really be needing to bring up. And we'll see how that fares. Okay. So let's go and get the Rex, which is here. I don't know if we got a saddle on it. We do. Oh, we don't have a saddle on it. That's disappointing. Really should be doing the Dinosuchus is what I should be doing. Okay, I think I can do a Rex saddle though. Where is it? Right there. A Bison was a kind of a wasted saddle there because it's really next to useless. Um, although you can can do the milk for them, but for the most part they're pretty freaking useless. Now, is this going to recognize me through here, through the wall? Now, is this too close that I'm going to... No. He's in the way of my test. Okay, he's not going to go anywhere. Let's just see if I can get up here. Yeah, as I thought, it's going to be blocked. Yeah. Now, what's blocking it? Is it the post or is it the railing? A little risky here. It's the post. Oh, I picked up the post, so it's the railing. Or is it that wall? It's those walls on the side, right? So there really isn't much I can do. If I want to be able to get a creature up here, there's nothing I can do to block me from falling down if I'm coming over here. Okay, so if I'm coming over here and I'm running over here, there's nothing really to stop me from falling down here. Let's see if a railing goes down the bottom of here. If that, but that's not going to stop me. That will, and that will be the same as the other one, right? I guess the only, yeah, and I can't put a ceiling up there. Really, there isn't much I can do unless maybe what I could do is I could put a ceiling across, which will at least that might work. Okay, so it's getting real anal here. Okay, so let's throw down some metal ceilings. We do have some. So let's see where we've got. I think that's a foundation in there, right? What is this? This is a stone ceiling. So let's pick this one up. And this is a stone ceiling too. So let's pick this one up. And let's put down these two metal ones. Is this a, that's a foundation. Okay. All right. So we've got those two down here. We do have an extra stone ceiling now. And let's see what's going to happen over here. So I might be able to put something down here. Yes, I can. And that's where I'd put my barrier there because I can't get underneath there and I can't get underneath here. That's it. All right, so I'm pretty sure I should be able to bring a creature up and down now with that configuration, I think. Let's go give it a shot. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it down. I'm gonna turn around and bring it up. Yep, that's it. That was the solution. Okay, so that's pretty simple. That was pretty easy. Okay, so now let's focus on the task at hand and get him back home. He's way out of the way. Look at his mouth wide open, wanting to clamp down on me. All right. So what do I got on me that I don't need on me? So let's throw an extra two of these. Oh, sorry, one of those in there. Just as a backup. Let's put the Rex back in her home here. Stasis. We did have a light there, so let's just, for now, let's just put the light away. I'll worry about it later. Well, you know what? Let's put it down because I think without testing, I think the light will be fine on the other side over here, right? So if I put the light down up here, it should be fine, right? I think that should be fine there. And that should light my way. Nope. It's got to be over one more. My generator's just a little too far. It's still not good. Maybe if I put it up here. It's not going to be in the way, hopefully. I should be able to get a creature. Oh, it's going to be risky. You know what? Let's just confirm it. It's kind of bugging me. It should be able to make it by there. Yeah. So if I can make it by there on the down, I should be able to make it by there on the up. And it still should light the area up. Okay. We're all good. Okay. Let's put the Rex away and go get our Deinosuchus. We're good for food. We're good for water. Let's go ahead and I think we need 40 of them here. So it takes quite a bit of these. I think it's 45 or something like that. So I think what we'll do is we'll go down to 50 here. That should be good. We'll give that a shot and we'll see how this works out. He should be in a perfect spot now. Yes, he is. I need the Griffin for my escape. No, yeah, I gotta wait. I really should be wearing my ghillie, which is not on this creature. And make sure I do this right. I mean, the flak is not going to protect me against concealment, but it will protect me on getting chomped. Ghillie is very strong, but it is what it is. Okay, he's got his mouth there. How come it didn't chomp down? That should have chomped down. I was a little bit too forward, I guess. It's got to be by his neck. Behind his mouth, I guess. Okay, sit down. Wow, it's a long time getting set. There we go. That's it. Growling away, and so this should be what? Oh, I turned this off. I don't know why. So 42 button. Probably should have did the superior kibble. which I could do with, I think it's a griffin. Griffin eggs have superior kibbles. Could have made up a bunch of those. I think I'll get it ready for the female Deinosuchus. So I'll have superior ready next time. I've got to do, actually, shoot, that reminds me. I've got to do my crop pots, get them going. That means I need a dung beetle, so I've got to travel to the desert. Probably should have been doing them way earlier here and making those up. There's no reason why I should be waiting on the crop plots. So just busy doing taming. I'm not paying attention to the 10 minutes it would take me to set up my crop plots. Well, actually, I got to go get the dung beetle, so that's going to be a while. Going picking that up and dragging it all the way over. And what I can do is I could probably tame it there instead of dragging it all the way over. Probably tame it right in the desert. Oh, 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 there's a chomp chomp. Okay, we'll come drag him over here a bit. Oh, this stupid galley. Fucking thing. Never mind. Yeah, come after me. That's right. Come after me. Forget about that galley. Oh, you got your mouth open. I know. You want to bite. Okay. Fucking galley. So you're going to come running back. Kill that stupid thing. This thing is a pain in the ass. What I need is my wyvern to slow it down and then chomp it. There's a Rex there. What is that Rex? 25. Okay, let's focus on this tame here. He should settle down now. Settle into his, is it really worth it? It's, what was it? It's high in the health. I'm not sure what the other one was. The other one was kind of balanced. Probably should take that Rex out. What we'll do is we'll leave him there because no nasties are going to spawn while the Rex is still there. So we'll wait till he comes into render view before we start worrying about him. Right now we're pretty safe over here with the Deinosuchus. Yeah, it's going to be pretty easy tame now. Got this tame down pretty solid. The only problem is I'm taking a long time with regards to using the mutton, and obviously not totally red again. My bad. So I'm not totally getting it an effective tame. Could be much more effective with the superior kibble. So I'll get laying some griffin eggs and laying some griffin eggs and making up my crop pot by the time I get back with the dung beetle. Oh, I got stalled there. Draw them over here a bit closer to home. I'll get hiding behind here so they can't see me. Yeah. I thought he was going to sit down. Another Meguera here. Just making the wear. Just walk back, walk back, walk back, walk back, walk back. Kill this Meguera. It's just a long team, that's all. Oh, come on back, walk back, walk back, walk back. I'm gonna sit down, not yet. Sure that Rex isn't anywhere near. Oh, I thought he was gonna settle down. So I'm looking for the female Dinasuchus, and so that might be a couple more trips into the swamp. I only went into the beginning part of the swamp. Usually is where I get all of these. There is some back parts and in the middle parts, so there might be one inside there. And obviously this one would have spawned in a new. I find they're pretty high in that swamp area. So this is by far not my best Dinasuchus. I had a regular single player playthrough where it was really, really high. I think it was in the 50s on the melee and the 40s on the health. It was like I had never seen one that high. Just insane. Oh, he's taking a long time. Is there something that's triggering him? Boy, boy, maybe it's because of all the rocks around. There we go. It's going to make it a little bit more difficult to get in there. But that's it. A little bit too close, I think. That was the problem. Where's the chomp? Chomp. Yeah. About almost 30%, is it? Yeah, 30%. Still got a ways to go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Why are you coming towards me here? You got your head pointing towards me like you know I'm here. You know I'm here. Yes, I know you know it. So we're doing about 4 points per chop. Well, there's another quick one in there. Now we're getting close to the Rex. Got to be careful. There's a Bronto there. Two quick ones in here. Let's lure him back here, out of the way. Oh, the Lexus. Hide around some of these traps. So the traps probably maybe key him into trigger him. Now that probably takes a while now for it to. He's going to roam around a little bit more. He wants to go back over here where the Bronto is and where the Rex is. So it's like he's being lured here. Just going to go around here just to make sure I know where the Rex is. Looks like the Rex got kind of lured away. Okay. So almost 50%. So we're almost there. I don't think he's going to go after the Bronto. The Stego he might go after. And it's kind of wandering over here, so. So I want to keep my eye on that Stego. Yeah, it's getting way too close. Fucking thing. All right, so let's lure you back over here. The Stego's going to still come here. So I do want to take that out. Because it's just going to keep coming. Keep this area clear if I can. Probably should have taken out that Rex, but I don't see him around, so he's not really close by. Which is going to be good. Just worried about stuff that he's going to attack, like a Stego. Oh, I don't think I got the tame in there. I think I got more of an attack. Okay. I know you're angry. You're hungry. I know you're angry and you're hungry. I mean, ideally, I would like to have a pen around here of the dinosaur gates, behemoth gates, right around the front here and build a bit of a pen so that I would just drop this guy inside the pen and then he wouldn't roam too. I wouldn't worry about him eating other creatures and um, just check over here where that Rex is. I don't see him around, so we're good. Shoot. Am I going to get it in time? Oh, I think I just got it. Red again? Oh my God. I'll pull you over here. Still on me? Yeah. Pretty easy tame. Especially in this area here, drawing him up to this area. I wouldn't want to tame him inside the swamp. And that's why I'm grateful that you can pick him up with a wyvern, carry him around. Because this would be really difficult to do in the swamp. You'd be always killing shit off. And then, you know, dangerous stuff, hardcore wise, would be very difficult. So yeah, being able to pick this up and bringing it to a safe place to tame is beneficial for sure. And so this really is an easy tame now. Like very simple. Oh, is he gonna get stuck in there? No. No, he doesn't want to settle yet. There we go. Is he attacking me again? Yeah, about 70% done now, I think. 65. Look, he's real close to my home, nice and safe, nothing around. Now this is going to be a little bit difficult if he opens it up now. Not too bad. That's good here. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. 70% done. Leave me room to get at you. Another stego. Really? And it just keeps walking towards me. Here it comes walking back here again. What a stupid. It knows. It knows. It knows. It knows. It knows. It knows it. There's a predator over here to fight. Look at it's walking away. So let's hope it keeps walking away, but I doubt it. Okay, here we go. Oh, I don't know if that was a a feed. Oh, yeah, possibly. Wonder if he's gonna go after that carcass out there. I probably should do something about it, right? Yeah, I don't want it distracted in any way. So close now to the finishing tame. Oh man, not a bad thing though. It means I have to just take a little bit longer. I can draw them back to the base here. Get him confused around all the structures. Oh, he's really wanting me. He's really wanting me. He's really wanting me. Oh, I thought he was gonna lift. Check my food. I don't know if it took that one. Yeah, I don't think it took that one. So 5 more, we're done. Look at this stego. Ah, that's insane. It's just not going to give up, is it? Look at here it comes. It just does not want to give up. The ghost. It just keeps walking towards. It's like a magnet. Arc knows. The coding knows. The coding knows what you don't want. It's going to do it. A little bit too close with the griffin. That's my bad. That's my bad. Okay, there we go. Look at the frickin' stego. He just keeps coming closer and closer and closer, right? He's turning to go away. You think, okay, well, it wants to go in a bit of a circle, so it's going to turn away. But watch it turn towards us. Oh, is it going to turn away? It's going to turn away. I stand corrected. Maybe those rocks mess it up a bit too. It's going to keep walking away. Oh no, it's going to turn towards us. Surprise, surprise. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. 2 more to go. It's 2 more? Yeah, 2 more to go. We might not need to worry about the stego. It's a little hard. Ooh, that's going to be hard. Ooh, thank God it didn't settle down. It's going to be hard to get in on his neck, on that side, anyways, on his left side. He's going to sit down now. Yeah, that's it. Oh, and 1 more to go. 1 more to go. Well, maybe it's 2, because I think it's 4.2 or something like that. Which, yeah, it should be just this is the last one. Open up. That's it. All right. Taming right beside my base. Thank you very much. Okay, what are we looking at? 43 on 47 on health. No, 43 on health. So it took a little bit of a hit. 42 on stam. And 39. So not too great. This is probably one I would take into the ocean and not worry about it because I think the other Dinosuchus is better than this one. We'll see. Let's see what we got. Can I see what the settings are on it? Yeah. So let's throw it in here. 53 on health, not even close. So not even worth it. 44 on melee. Yeah, 39 on melee. So it's not even worth it. I won't even take even a second look at it. So this one is going to be probably the one that I would take into the ocean. So let's put this one down here. Oh, I got trapped by putting it down. Okay, so this also looks better too as well. Okay, so this one is definitely going to be the good one. So I need a female. I need a dung beetle now to be able to get my crop pots up and running. So let's throw this one down. This one is one I will carry with me to go into the water for now until the baryonyx gets tamed up. So this will be really just a super melee um, Deinosuchus. All right, and the griffin, I need that. All right, so throw this in the refrigerator. I don't need them right now. Although I should be carrying them with me anyways. I should have just threw it in because if I go out and find a Rex, I think I've got all the Rex gear here. Yeah, I've got the gear, but I don't have the mutton or the trank arrows to take out. Well, I got 90. I don't know that's enough. So I think I've got some that I made in here, another 25. So I think I'll take these out and put these away. And what I'll do is I'll make another um, 25, and that should put me just over the 100 mark on them, which will allow me to. We got lots of those. We just don't have any narcs. Okay, I do have the trank guns or the tranks as well as a backup. So I'm good. I do need to replenish this. And I do need to get out of my ghillie gear. Probably replenish some of this gear up as well. Just and what am I low on? Metal ingots? No. Okay, we're good. And ghillie is not too bad. Oh, the ghillie is bad on this one. Okay, for some reason I took a hit on my hands. Kind of weird. So let's just make sure we replenish the gilly. All right, I think it's wood. I don't know. Sorry, what do I need? Fiber? No, I've got it. It's hidden fiber. Okay. Okay, and I could probably put this away too as well. All right, so we're good. Um, yeah, I think we're good. All right, so what we need is we're going to get the dung beetle. We need a to learn the trap, the wooden trap. What do they call it? The wood cage. So we need that one. I think we've got the crop plots are ready to go. So we'll make those up when we come back with our dung beetle. We probably need a couple of creatures out to get some dung up. I just need a couple of these. And let's go get our dung beetle. And we'll probably tame it on the spot. Yeah, we'll probably tame it on the spot. I need some food. We're good. All right, just go down into here and see if there's any Rexes in here. We should be getting. Probably best to just go through here and just like wipe everything out. And then hopefully a Rex will spawn in. We do have that 25 that's over by our base. That's probably preventing a spawn down here too as well. That's a 50, I think. Yeah. Wyvern's trying to get out of the underground cave, which just really indicates how many are in there. There's just so many in there. That's a lightning wyvern. Oh, that's a firewire 190. Oh boy, that's a really good one. So there's definitely like I can come in safely from up top there. Right? Like there's a way in through that. Is it that one or that one? I think it might be the second one here. Yeah, it's this one. Right? So I can take a quick peek down into here to see what we're looking at. A couple down there. Let's make just a. I'm going to be chased for sure. I don't see a nest down there. Oh, nothing came after me. See, right around this corner too is really nice. But look at all of them in here. There's just way too many of them. There's a corner around in there that's a drop, a red drop in there, but it's just so super dangerous. Oh, somebody's seen me. Somebody has seen me. It's a fire wyvern. And I think it's hard for them to get up through there. So it's a good way out instead of having to go down there. it's a poison wyvern, so it's really not of anything of consequence. Let's see what we got in here. We just got a whole bunch of shit in here. So that's a fire wyvern making some noise. What's this one? That's a There's a lightning wyvern there. Oh, he's not following me. So can I get this lightning wyvern? I doubt it. I doubt it. Way too long. I did get a lightning wyvern though. So that's gonna help. It's I gotta make sure that I play this properly. Okay, so that's gonna work out really well, right? And then I think it's really difficult for them to sneak out of here. So if I come up here, it's really difficult for them to follow me out of here, right? Yeah. See, they can't get up there. So it's like stay away from that poison wyvern. Let's take a look behind me. That was fairly easy to do. They stayed away from me. What is it? It's a 95. Could be better. I think there was some 180s or 175s or something, lightning wyverns outside. So, I mean, I didn't look around too much inside there, but that's not too bad for 95 lightning wyverns. Pretty good. I didn't even have to freeze breath anything, so that's not too bad. Maybe I make a run back. On the way back, I'll hit the wyvern scar. See if I can pick something up. All right. So I want to pick up the poop from here. Oh, come on, get underneath here. Where is it? Is it that far up? I thought it was coming down. Oh, it's way up there. Do I wait? Oh, if I don't wait, it's probably going to be the one that I would have wanted to get. Okay, so I'm going to want to throw this on now. Because I'm going in the desert. So actually, I'm going to need the ghillie on, the whole set of ghillie, because I got to go right into the desert, right? This gives me a heat resistance of 42. This gives me heat resistance. What's chomping me? Are you kidding me? Really? And a hyaenodon right there? Really? Just nuisance is more than anything. So that's kind of nice because that gives me a let's use up this water here. Consume. Yeah. So I have an empty one now for my beer. And so we want to put on their ghillie gear. Yeah, it's looking really good. Okay, so that's looking good there. Let's get busy getting our dung beetle. All right, so this is the spot here that I talked about in the previous playthrough that I didn't get the stream on it. This is what I consider my favorite um, water pen area, right on this peninsula right here. All right, this is full of megalodons, really high level megalodons. Right out there, just a little bit out there, is the Basilosaurus. There's usually an alpha megalodon around here, and sometimes inside here. There's lots of archelons. The turtles, you'll see them swimming around. They're usually pretty good levels as well. There's lots of oil along this right here. To start harvesting oil. Um, there's silica pearls, tons and tons of silica pearls right in this water area here. So you set up the base here, you set up the pen here, and the megalodons just, you know, really, I mean, maybe it's, I could put a couple of pillars up on this and build it here. That might be even better, but I'd have to swim across here to get to the land or build a land bridge. Maybe a land bridge might be nice. I haven't tried that. Maybe I might try that. Um, but what would happen is look at the megalodons. Like what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, and that's just this area. If I was to swim in there, I'd be hauling them from here and over there. There's still a ton of them. So we're talking about, you know, easily 30 to 40 megalodons, no problem. Lots of daedons around here. Lots of lots of uh, desert stuff. So it really is. I find that peninsula right there the best one. It drops off fairly quickly there, so you can build a pen right there. Um, and I really just think that that's the best. So, like I said, silica pearls coming out the yin yang. And like I said, very close to desert, any kind of desert tames that you want across here. And, you just really, if you set up a base there, uh, all the stuff that you need with regards to desert tames, except for the thylas. Now, the thylas are just out on these islands out here, so they're not too bad. And also, we'll circle back, but the island that's just over this hill here, or over these mesas here, is the one that has the crab and the polymer, like tons of polymer. Then you're really close to the Wyvern Cave as well. So the water base I'm going to be doing is going to be over here. It is by far the best, what I think the best water base location is. Now, like I said, leave comments. Look at that. Oh, I got a nice scuba gear. So if you think that you feel that there's a better one that really has access to the resources, it's central too. The other good thing is there's UDs up on top of here, and just over the hill there is a really good continuous Rex spawn. So, like I said, I can get tons of Daedon. There's like Daedons coming out the Yang Yang around here. So they're just everywhere. So getting a really good Daedon is really easy, and they're good levels. Um, so yeah, yeah, lots of oil bugs, so you can get some oil. Tons of crystal down in this trench that's over here. So it's really lots and lots of metal. So that was the other thing too, is that if you set up the base on that peninsula over here, the metal on top of these hills, you just make a run here and you've got so much metal you don't even know what to do with it. It's just amazing. All right, there is the Carcanos cave in there for the polymer. So I haven't seen too many dung beetles around here, but I mean, just like I said, it just all along that coast there is Daedon heaven. Um, Lots of sabers, lots of wolves. Megatherium, they'll spawn there. The Dinotherium, the big elephants, they will spawn periodically in this area too as well. But I think the Dinotheriums, the elephants, they really just spawn through the map. Okay, so they spawn throughout the map. Um, in whatever areas that they spawn, and I think there's probably 4 throughout the whole map or something like that. I don't know what the numbers are, but that's what appears. They're fairly rare, and they just really appear. So it's really like a full map harvest if you're going after. Um, if you're going after those, it's a full map. It's a full map harvest for sure. Okay, so let's get over. This is where the Thylas are. I mean, obviously, I could pick up a Thyla across here. There's quite a bit of them in here. Usually pretty good levels as well, too. So that's another one. Just over, just taking a jaunt over the hill. Lots of yellow and red drops, too, as well. That's another key thing. Blues and purples, almost never a green, never a white. It's always really, really good. There is a white over there, but and so it's just a fairly quick jaunt over to here to get your Thylas, and so that's probably what I would be doing once I get set up in the water pen. The water pen, I really need to start working on the megalodons. There's a couple of Daedons as well there. So there's a 15, not very good levels. 15, and there's a group of them here, so there might be 15, 25 saber. This is usually where the Thylas are. Although I find the Thylas are probably a little bit more prominent over on those islands, on Thyla Island. There's quite a few over on some of those islands over there. So lots of good tames here as well. Ceratosauruses. But again, limited, just a couple of things that you'd really want here. The oil rig is not available to be able to put down unless you're coming from another map. So, I mean, there's a lot of oils, what do they call oil depots or oil wells or something? Nodes, not nodes, but where you can plunk down an oil well on top of lots of them around here. Tapageras as well. There's a 135. Not too good for health. Pretty good for is it Stam? 27 for Stam. That's pretty good. And it's colorful, but I don't need a Tapagera. There's a Thyla right there. 25. Now I might come back and maybe grab a Thyla. I don't particularly use them. I prefer, like I said, the dire bear. I prefer to pick up a dire bear because a dire bear I can sit on its back and shoot from it, so that if a raptor runs up or something runs up, I just put it on passive, very tanky, and I don't have to worry about it. Now this wyvern will take out a death worm, okay, but it's mostly by its bite rather than its freeze. The freeze just kind of slows the death worm down a bit. The death worm, you really want a good level fire wyvern is really what you want. I'm just going to pop over here and take a look at if there's a red drop over here. And looking for the dung beetles. Really, that's what I'm looking for, is the dung beetles. Are they dung beetles there? Or those? Yeah, so that's a 60 and what? I really don't need a high level 15 into 60. Yeah, I really don't need a high level dung beetle. Is that one there? Oh, that's a vulture. Should be a drop over by that spine here. So right down in here. There's some dung beetles right there. So maybe I'll get lucky and I'll get a drop. Nothing of real value. And a good dung beetle here. So there's a 20, but what's this one? There's 22? Two 20s. Like it really doesn't matter. So I'll grab, I'll come down here and I'll make a bit of a loot drop run here if I can. I don't remember exactly where all the loot drops are, but I think it's kind of like an angle across here, and I'll just take a look. I do have a really good saddle for one of those guys, but they're kind of a bit of a pain to tame. It's a long, drawn out tame. That's a oil jug. Yeah, I forget where all the drops are. I think it's a part of this run back like this. It's kind of like this angled back towards there. I think there's one around here somewhere. Yeah, I always thought it was around here. I don't know where the marker is for it. Ah, boy, we'll see. Just go up over top of here. Is that the marker there? No, I don't see anything. I think I hear it, kind of hear it in my ear. I need stand probably pretty soon. Yeah. And food is pretty good. This is kind of crazy. So there's a death worm there. So, oh no, that's a Phaseolasuchus. Okay, I don't see a drop around here. So I think it's the line that hugs this, not quite hugs this mountain, but it's kind of over here. I think I've got to stay along this line here. Just rest a little bit. We checked this one already. So we didn't check was over top of here. Now we're getting close to being close to where the drop is in the desert there. Oh, there we go. Okay. So this is really, there's no markers here. So it really is across that ridge and these two, those three little plants there. I'm not sure where the next one is. Yeah, now I'm getting close to being where the next one is, which is close to the labyrinth cave. So I'm just gonna just come over here and see if there's another one over here. Oh, there's a death worm there. I really don't need at this point right now what the death worm offers me. Very little pearls. I mean, it could have been an alpha, but I wouldn't be able to take on an alpha with this. I'd need a fire wyvern, a good level fire wyvern. So, and I don't have that. So, I mean, it's pretty good chomps with this one. I mean, you know, I am at 550 for melee, which is pretty good. I mean, we could try it. Go for it. There's a purple drop over there, which is nice. Purple drops give you structures, I think. The blue give you. Oh, see, here's another one here. So I would come across it, get those three up there. I'd go over that mesa, and then into here. Gotta be careful for the death worm that should be coming. All right, so I think that's it. There's one more in this area here. So it's either over there, but I'm pretty sure it's in here somewhere. Right around in here. Right, that's a marker there. Usually it's around here. So let's go check and see if it's over here, but I don't think it's over here. I think that's the marker there, but let's see if it's, I don't think it's over here, as far as enough over here. Yeah. And it could be that it kind of rotates between just over that hill where we were just at and in here somewhere. So there's the death worm again appearing. So he wants me. So I'm just going to come over here. I don't think it goes as far as over here. I'll just check. Yeah. I think we're too far down. It's usually right around inside there. So probably that red one that I got was the red one that kind of rotates between being in this kind of area. All right, so now we need a dung beetle. Now we're looking for a dung beetle. All right, so there should be a couple over here. Sometimes it spawns. Let's just double check here. One more run. What is that? That is a pouch of something. I'll grab it. I think it's Titan Boa. Yeah, Titan Boa is really easy to get. Yeah, I think it would be around here somewhere, but I think because it spawns over that hill, it's like rotates between here and that hill. Kind of respawns around this area. So I thought there was 4, but I stand corrected, I guess. Okay, there is also. Was this? Did I already pick this up? Yeah, this is the one I already picked up, so make sure to stay out of trouble. There's Arthropleras and Nasty Boys with regards to. Probably take this guy out. Come to life. There's one. Is there 2? I thought there was 2 bags here. No, I probably picked up. Okay, so we're getting a lots in here. Oh, there's a omnidirectional lamp in there, which is really nice to have. Really kind of handy. Let's make sure we've got our food and our key things in here. Now, why don't I have, I didn't, oh, you know what? I made up extra trank arrows, but I didn't bring them with me. Oh, that's so stupid. So now if I see a Rex, I've got to come all the way back to get it. I'm not going to see it in here, but I mean, on my way back, if I see one, instead of just taming it up, there's a Karcha. It's a 60. That's not great. But there's the Karcha. So I don't think I could take it out with this. Because I think it's like, well, let's see what its health. I think it's the same as a Rex, right? Let's just double check what its health's at. Oh, am I going to run out of stamina? No. Yeah, so 70k, 10k less than a giga. So it's be it like just an arduous kill on that one. Now a fire wyvern is definitely going to help with the carnivores. So I could take a giga, I could take a low level giga down with I would take it down with a high level fire wyvern. So I haven't tried with the lightning wyverns. So there should be a dung beetle around, a couple around here as well. I'm just touring around the area here, just seeing if there's another giga down here. So there's some dung beetles here, right? So that's a 50 and a 20. Oh, Facilosuchus there. Just appearing out of nowhere. Lots of them around here. All right, I came out here to get a dung beetle, and it doesn't look like I'm seeing any really high level ones. Not that it really matters for the high level ones. I think you know, a 90 would be fine. 100 would be fine. I think these are the two that I was looking at already. 50s, right? Well, there's 100. And what's that one? That one's a 95. I'll take the 100. It looks like it's pretty safe here, so let's just tame it right here. There's nothing here, unless a deathworm wants to come up, and there's a Facilosuchus over there. It's going to be a while before this is ready to go. Let me see. Sometimes that bar says ready to eat. So let's just see if it's going to tell me when it's ready to eat. That would be really nice. Nice touch on this spyglass thing. Yeah, look at there's nothing around here. Oh, there's a deathworm. No, that's a Facilosuchus there. Probably might have to kill that off. What is that level? Lots of rocks around here, so probably could tame one of those up pretty quickly. So 140. Terrible on melee. Really good on health though. Yeah, but terrible on melee. I wouldn't spend the time doing it. Now, I don't think I get oil. These are not giving oil lately. Did I get oil in that? I don't think I did. Yeah, I did. So I guess you gotta wait for them to be puffed up. Right. So I'm gonna wait for this to show me is ready to feed, and then I'm gonna take a look at the spyglass settings and see if it does tell me if it's ready to feed, because that would be handy. I could stay from a distance and just spyglass it to know when it's ready. It'd be helpful for the Basilosaurus. That would be a really nice touch. we'll see if that's going to be the case. As a reminder, everybody, if you're liking what we're doing here, just like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. It really helps out. And leave some comments for the algorithm, as well as if there's anything that you see here that I could improve on, or that the community could be, that maybe I missed that you do, or that you prefer to do. You know, like especially because this session, I mean, we're really doing hardcore, but this session really is about, you know, what are the best places to be on this map. I did a hardcore series originally on the island, and it went pretty good. It was my probably my first stab at the hardcore. Um, I've gotten a little bit better at the hardcore, and you know, focusing and paying attention. So it says ready to eat. There we go. So that is good. So it does tell me on the spyglass. So that's kind of really nice. So now we'll just wait for this. We'll just watch this. We'll stay safe on here, and we'll just watch when this says ready to eat again. It should be coming pretty soon, because the first one takes a long time, and then it's quicker. Ready to eat. There we go. Look at that. What do you know? That really works out well. I like the spyglass. I'm really liking it. Okay, so there's our dung beetle now. Let's put one more of these in there, and we don't need these anymore. We'll put the oil in there, and we'll replace this with our stimberries in case we run into a nasty Trudon. They're the worst. Trudons are the worst. Okay, so I mean, we could go back this way and pick up a Thyla and take him on the way back, or we could just do a quick run here towards the Wyvern Scar. So I am quite loaded with something. What am I loaded up with? Maybe it's just accumulation of everything. So let's get rid of this. Let's throw over some of these items into our little friend. Probably don't need any stones, so we'll throw that down. This has got a little bit of weight to it. We don't need those. We don't need those as of yet. Those. That's got some weight to it. Don't need it as of yet. That one I don't need. That one I don't need. This I don't need. That I don't need. Look at that nice ascendant chitin helmet. And then this is weighing me down too as well. So then we'll get our little friend out. We'll have to probably give it a name at some point. Okay, I need this. I'll take that. I will take this and take that and take this. Okay. And that helps out a little bit for our weight. Still a little slow, but I could probably dump some of these. Okay. Also, I don't need the bear traps just as of yet, because I won't be able to tame. I won't be able to tame the. We'll take the saddle out of here too as well. That's a heavier weight. Oh, and I probably don't need that. Okay, that will help. That's definitely going to help. I don't think I'm going to be taming anything, so I could probably take that gun as well. But let's pull up our little friend, and let's put the stuff in here for him. Yeah, that should help a little bit out. I'm still. I think I could probably fly faster, but Now that desert run was pretty good. Usually I see glitching. Usually the glitching starts on that far side, the northern side of the desert. Um, I think there is some glitching over in this area, but we'll see. Now, what I probably should be doing is taking a pass because I got to go over this way anyways, and there's really nothing down where I was going that I mean, there's some Rexes down there that I could probably just check out, but and there's some Rexes over on this island here as well, over in on this corner. There's bison, and I think there's a Rex over there. Um, I probably could have circled back, but here is some more um, ice wyvern nests over here. So let's just take a look. It'd be a shame not to take the ice wyvern run past here. I do have to change over my gear now because I'm going to be getting into the cold. And the desert gear and the ghillie gear is not going to help me. Although the ghillie's pretty good for cold, but not as good as the flak that I have. All right, and I really should be considering putting on the snow hat. Although, yeah. Okay, so that's going to be good. All right. So we've got some good snow protection here to help out. I'm a little hot until I get to the snow area. Okay, so there is some ice wyverns on the edge here. When you come in from this bottom end here, you can usually sneak in up underneath the wyverns instead of coming in from the wyvern side. Okay, so I thought I saw a flap over there. Usually there's one right around here, or it's this next one. I think it's this next one over here. That corner there, yeah. Yeah, this one. Not this one, but the next one. So I'm going to want to rest up on here. Because the wyvern's going to be right on that peak up there. Make sure I got lots of stam. Now I've got a 175 here. Do I really need another wyvern egg? Ice wyvern? What is this one? It's a 20. A 20 and a 20? Yeah, 220s. Useless as heck. Okay, I'm definitely going to pass on those ones. Okay, and I don't even see the nest around here. Now, could some of these, if I see a nest, could some of these down here? I mean, there's a bunch now, 55, 95, 85. There's a nice colorful 85 there. 50 in there, so it's not an awful lot of really good quality wyverns in there. So I'm not expecting, if I find a nest along this run here, to be of any real value. Like this one here is probably going to be, there's no wyvern around either. What is this one? 15. Like, I'll take it just for the fact that I'll have a fertilized egg and just have them chase me around. But it's just really, really terrible wyvern. Yeah, I don't even see anything coming after me because they say I'm not going to defend a 15. Are you kidding me? Okay, so this is where my health food generation is going to come in handy because flying through here, um, I think there's another wyvern nest buried in some of these trees over here, right? But I'm not going to worry about it. There's one over here, but I think I grabbed this one already. So I'm only, it might have respawned, but I don't think so. So you'd come around here. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is it on top of here? Or is it on top of, it's on top of this one. Okay, so we gotta be careful because what's dangerous about this is that I'm actually using up my health as a part of the cold. Okay, and that means that if a wyvern does hit me with some breaths and stuff, I'm already depleted for my health. I think it's right down in here. Yeah, see that right down there. Just grab another fertilized egg. And that should trigger the ice wyvern that's around here guarding it. There he comes. It's a 20. So 15 and a 20, very terrible eggs. Now I probably should because it's only a single. I probably should because I'd like to maybe, so there's a 20 and a what? A 20 and a 15. So, and that was probably a 15 or a 20 I got. 15 and a 15, yeah. So it's probably better to take these out. And maybe I can get a good spawn going. That's nothing. Costs almost nothing. All right, but now hopefully I can get a better spawn on this wyvern egg because it's pretty good. Because the wyverns have got to navigate themselves through the trees to get to you. So I need to get out of the cold biome now. And you can pick up these two as well. I thought you could pick up. Maybe you can't pick up the rhinos. I thought you could. No. That's kind of weird. Yeah, I thought you could. Oh well. Alright, anyways, don't need any rhino. My health is getting down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this health. And I'm going to go down and get that yellow drop. And I'm going to just take a quick boo around this area. Now, this used to be a really nice area. It still is. To spawn, I mean, and build up. And now that they add this area over here, this is a good start point for getting yourself maybe an early level bison that you can ride, or a horse. Definitely pterodons by the millions. There is a Rex that's over here. There's Carnos, Allos. I mean, this is not bad as starting, but it's not a permanent base. The base that I'm at right now, which I believe is the best base location, over in the north by the Green Ob, is by far the in my opinion, the best base location for a permanent base. Okay, now you could do a kind of a temporary base here and then gradually move over. What's nice about this one, it has the vegetables that you can get. So that's the savo root and the savo roots and the rock carrots, which are just over the top here. I'm just checking for a karcha. It might not be one because there was one over by the desert. But I'm just double checking here to see if there's one. I'll check up over that hill. But here's where all the vegetables are. I haven't been able to see the long grass, so I don't know what the long grass looks like or whether they even have it. It's probably just the carrots. So they would be, where are the carrots? They're right here. So they're pretty pretty well visible. The carrots are pretty well visible, so they're pretty obvious. And so this is really easy if you spawn over in this area. There's a couple of spawn areas right down there by the water. So you just come up here, grab some carrots, and get yourself a horse. So real easy, especially in the high taming rates. And the horse will get you around a lot of places. To be able to do taming as well, so you can tame a pterodon. There's a Sabo route. So you can tame a pterodon real easy with the horse, and then get yourself going. But I haven't been able to figure out where the long grass is. It used to be that they were here, right? I know I'm repeating myself, but yeah. So it's not happening. I just want to be careful because something might creep up on me. The worst would be obviously a giga spawn, but I didn't see one around. There could be one on the top of the hill there. Owls are other ones that will cause me a problem as well, because they usually come in a group and they also hit hard and fast. Okay, so I want to get a couple more Sabo roots. There's a couple here. And I wish they did have the long grass. It would have been nice. Another Sabo. Another one here. Another one here. Another one here. Yeah, it's too bad. Now I haven't farmed this whole thing to see if the long grass is here. It may be that they are somewhere else, but I don't think so. Let's come over here, just double check for the carrots. I don't think they're as far over as this. All right, I think that's going to be enough for now. There's a couple more Sabos. Yeah, I think that's it. There's a Sabo there. Another one here. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it. That's about it. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to waste any more time. Okay, so we're going to be getting overloaded with stuff here. So let's see what we can throw in our little buddy. Okay, he's not going to take the eggs. But let's see if we can pull some of this. Actually, we'll put that in there. Pull some of this stuff out. Drop this down. Pull out the survival stuff. My health built up, so that was nice. Take that and see if another egg is going to go in there. No, it's not. So I think that's about it. I'm going to put these in there, and I'm going to poop so that I can minimize the usage of the food. So that I'm close to where that Rex is, I could take a look at it, and just because I think I've tamed 2 Rexes from this island, and they've all been good levels. So I could probably take a spin through here to see, but I'm overweight with these eggs. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna have to head back soon. I wouldn't try to go through the Wyvern Trench now, not with flying so slow like this. It'd be way too risky. So I'm just going to take a spin around here. I haven't seen too many Rexes around this area on this side of the mountain, but I'm just going to double check anyways. Yeah, I don't see anything around those lots. I mean, if you want a Anki, this is where you're coming. There are so many Yankees around here. It's just unbelievable. Like we see tons of them here, but over there, there's just like insane amount. So there should be a Rex around here. There we go. And it's a 55, so I'll just call them out. So it is on this side of that mountain. I thought it was on the other side of the mountain, but we'll check anyways. But it's on the west side of the mountain, not the east side. Although I could have swore that I tamed some there, so there might be two. So it was good that maybe that I made that run around here because yeah, because I've tamed one over here too. There's usually one right around this area here. Look at the Yankees, just Yankees coming out the yin yang. Now a Rex could spawn here because I culled that one over there. So maybe there's just one Rex on this island. Look at the Yankees. Okay, so I don't see any more Rexes. And I don't think they go as far in. They seem to be more on the coastal part there. So there is one Rex on this island, which is also beneficial. Lots of bison there, and there's bison over on this, there's some over here, I think, too. There's aloes. Yeah. So this is, I mean, this is, you know, a lot of people would have spawned in the grasslands or the Scottish, what do they call it? Scottish grasslands or whatever it is. Over there and set up bases. There's a really nice cave base in there with lots of resources. So it's not bad, but like I said, I find it being limited. It is close to the Wyvern, and it is close to, you get more gigaspawns here than you would get anywhere else, although they have spawned over with the green ob. But nevertheless, this is not a terrible place, and some people might make an argument that they would maybe set up, you know, on one of these water areas, which would give them a good starting base, good resources for the basics. But like I said, I find, you know, there's no fairies, there's no, you know, baryonyxes are far and few between. You have to travel a fair distance for them. You do get a couple of Rexes, but you still have to travel like big distances for this. So this is good if you wanted to set up a good starting base, like just really just a temporary base to get kind of some basics. I mean, you get yourself on a bison, you can travel quite a bit on a bison. The saddle though is quite far along, so by that point, you'd think you want a little bit more permanent. So, you know, I would probably, I mean, a horse would be something that I would get from here. A pterodon would be something I would get from here. I also tame up the diplos as well. There's quite a few of them around here. So what I would do, oh, this is one of, okay, so I would do the diplos. I would get the eggs to get ready. So when I do move with my pterodon, I can start tame up the Gigantoraptors. There isn't very many around here. I've never seen the Gigantoraptor on this island here as well. So it just, I really just find, oh, I think there was a Mastercraft Basilosaurus in there. No, Parasaur, Parasaur. Okay, but this is good because this is now replacing my crappy thing I've been hanging on forever. So that was a purple drop. So purple's going to give me some. I thought it. I thought it was going to give. Um, yeah, I don't need this anymore. I thought it was going to give a. This is good for the Gilly Mask. I thought it was going to give me structures mostly. So maybe that's the green drop. Okay, so that's all good there. All right. Okay, let's get out of here. Anyway, so that's a bit of a ramble about this area here. Okay. So I repeated basically what I missed in that previous stream that I missed, where I talked about my water location is definitely going to be over there. Um, Obviously, I've given you a bit of a tour of Ragnarok, and most people that are probably watching by now have been who have played Ark. Very rarely is there going to be anybody brand new on Ark. I mean, the gaming community, Ark's been around for a long time. So really all this stuff here, most people know. It's just hopefully here and there, um, you know, I'm sorry that you got to sit through a lot of rambling, a lot of hours to get some of those nuggets. I probably should put them into the top tens or top fives, or here's my top 10 points of blah, 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 blah. But sometimes I find it nice. It's a little bit more random. And probably, it just takes a long time to edit where you could just fast forward all of this flying around stuff. But when I do get into a creature or get into an eggs or something, you can slow it down and enjoy those little pieces and nuggets where that was handy because I don't think I have a good, oh yeah, I do have a good one. So there's little nuggets here and there that, um, that I think are helpful. And, unfortunately, I'm actually, if you're actually watching this at this point and you haven't fast forwarded because it's just redundant flying, um, I am throwing some nuggets here and there in between. So that is a poison wyvern. I don't want that. I'm just going to check down here. There's usually a Karcha or a Giga around this area. So I'm just going to fly down a little bit lower, stay out of the poison wyvern's range, and just check. This usually appears in this corner here. And I don't see anything right now. And we're just going to fly across here. I thought there was a 20 Giga that, what is that? That is poison wyvern, a lightning wyvern at 20. Not very good. So I thought there was a Giga around here, and I didn't want to spend the time to cull it or anything. Probably best to drop it in the trench. There we go. It's a 20, I think. 15. So, and it's like 80k. So I need a fire wyvern, a high level fire wyvern to be able to take those ones out, I think. Right, so we see there's a Karcha, a 60 Karcha. Now I might be able to take out the 15 Giga with a 60 Karcha. Maybe. It's a little risky. And a 60 Karcha, I mean, another one's going to appear at some point, so I don't really care if I lose it particularly. What I do care about, though, is losing it to a Giga, and then I'm running on the ground. And that's a problem. But I might be able to, quickly run far enough away from it, throw out a Graffin, which I have ready to go. So really what I'm looking for is a high level fire wyvern. There's a 100. That's not high enough. There's a 50 poison. So there's some really low level wyverns in here. That's the 100 fire, right? The only advantage would be is if lightning 90, there's another lightning 45. What's that? Is that a firework? There's one there. There's a 95. And a 185 poison, but there is hopefully this was from a previous. Come on, land. Will you land? Let's take this anyways. That's not very good. It's 55, not worth it. There's another fire wyvern in there. Okay, I took a hit on that one. That's it. Oh. This might not turn out well. 7K, so that's not too bad. All that hit just took that 1K from me. Oh, but that's not good. And it's a fire wyvern. Oh, that's 6. That took another. Because I'm flying a little slow. Why did I go in there? I knew that this was going to happen. Okay, so now what I got to do is got to be very careful. Got to hopefully I can lure them over top of a beast or something. There's fire wyvern. Fire in my ass. Okay, let's start to lure it over some. Okay, over some of these. Come on. There's quite a bit here. That should be enough to distract them. That should be enough to distract them. Yes, indeed. Now, there was a fire wyvern in there, but I'm not. I have to come back. I'm going to have to come back. What was that one? This was a 55, so. Yeah, I'm way, because I picked up the egg too, that puts me even more overweight. Okay, why am I heating up? Because I'm in this. I gotta watch the water now. When you get hot, you burn through the water like crazy. So that was, I almost passed out. So would it be good to pass out with wyverns chasing me? No. So I wasn't really paying attention. I got lucky. So this is a yellow ring white. I don't think this is going to give me anything, but maybe it'll give me, I don't know. I don't think it's going to give me anything that I need. You know, the best thing to maybe just to see what it's going to give me. A small crop, storage buck, NICO, raw fish meat, charcoal, Apache saddle, cooking pot, paintbrush, cooked meat, one cooked meat. No, I don't think so. Let's get all this stuff back to base. We're gonna pop up here and make a theory run, just in case I see a theory. And maybe I can pick a Daedon up along the way, because I'm still looking for a proper Daedon. I killed the other one because it was so low level. So there might be a theory in here. Rare, but sometimes they're in here. Could be a bear too. I'm looking for a bear too. Well, that was pretty close. I forgot all about. So that's what's going to cost me, is just making a stupid mistake. Right? I talked about that trench before. I just got talking and rambling about gigas and carches, and I thought, I'll take a look in here, and oh, there's an egg in there. There's a fire wyvern. Just go pick it up. Blah 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 blah. And next thing I know it, I forget. Hey, you don't have the speed. The wyverns are gonna be on you, and you are not gonna be able to ditch them. Good thing that there was some creatures around there. If there wasn't, those things would have, you know, it would have been a problem. So, just checking for a theory here. Now, there's supposed to be a couple around here, but they just didn't appear. So let's go get this purple drop. He's in here somewhere. I don't know where. Okay, what do we get? There's a couple of things in there. All right. Lots of RGs in this area. But, I mean, to get an RG here, so if there was to set up a base in Viking Bay and the run up here to get an RG, it's so dangerous up here. Like, there's so much shit going on up here that, you know, you wouldn't, first of all, you wouldn't be able to set up a trap to tame the RG, let alone get there safely in hardcore. You'd be dead. So, whereas where I am at, I'm going to call this up. Whereas my favorite location over Green Ob, it, you know, I can get an RG there and it's pretty open and safe. Like, I lure it to my base and we're laughing. There's a Rex over there. No, that's Aloes. I don't think there's any more. Yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, if I culled all of this stuff up here, all the Aloes and Ceratosauruses, I'd probably get more Rex spawns. There's a 95. That's about it. Take this guy out. There's a Ceratosaurus fighting the Carno that wants to come at me, but it can't because the Ceratosaurus is stopping it. It's funny. Okay, so yeah, like to run up here and get, you know, RGs, way too dangerous. And there's nothing down here but raptors running around. Like, you could probably run up on a raptor and you'd have some protection, but not a lot. I mean, there's so much going on. There's aloes running around all over there. Lots of raptors around this area too as well. So, I mean, the bay does have that ship that's in there, and it's fairly shallow. There are those euphemids or whatever they are, scorpion stunner torpor things, the water scorpions. They're around there too. Lots of megalodons, but there is a drop in there. There's a nice cave in there as well. I think there is polymer inside here. Not sure. I don't know if there is. Let me just see here. Yeah, there is polymer in here. Okay. So, and quite a bit of it. Look at it. Like, I'm overloaded. I can't take it. But look at all the polymers, like tons of it. So there is some advantages of being over in this area here. You could probably set up a little water base in here, or, you know. But again, really limited resources overall. Although it is close to the, swamp area and the blue ob. Swamp area is just over the hill here. You do have access to the ferries, so there are some resources over here. But like I said, I really just, again, not enough to convince me that this is better than where I'm at right now. Just not enough. Wyverns, you have to travel a fair distance for wyverns. Not that you need you don't need a lot of taming mechanisms for the wyverns, but it is a little bit more of a travel and more difficult. So I'm just looking at it for a couple of opportunistic tames here, seeing what we got. I mean, you're not gonna, in hardcore early level, if this is where you're gonna set up, you're not running around in this stuff. You're not running around in here. Yeah, there's way too many, you know, difficult spots that you can't run from. I mean, you could probably throw up some spikes and things and stuff to protect yourself, but it's just way too risky. You wouldn't survive an awful long time, though. There's a theory over there. What is it? It's a 25. Not very good. And I believe I'm looking for a male. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Yeah, so, you know, and even to get up here, I mean, what is that? What was that biting me? Oh, Megan Dwara. So there's another. So if you were to run across one of these, so it is a male, it is a 95. It's pretty good on health, actually. 26 on a 95. That's pretty high. But mm, I mean, I could read out the theory, but it's not quite enough. Although it's pretty high, pretty high on as a 95, and it's a male too. I'm gonna take it out, but it's pretty good. It was a pretty good theory. I do need a male, but it's too late now. Okay, so what do we got here? Okay, sorry about that. The delay. Okay, so just got to make it back here. It's travel, travel, travel. But we got a great wyvern to be able to do all this and travel and feel safe on hardcore mode. Just kind of just looking around here. Sometimes we did see a couple of theories. So this is a pretty good theory zone as well. It's just a little bit cumbersome to kind of comb through it. This is one spot. I think they're mostly on the edges here. There's bears as well. There's bees around here too as well. There's a 95. There's a 20. And there's a nice green 95 there with a baby running around. There's one over there too. Lots of bears here. 20, 45. Okay. 85. With all these bears, there's no really good quality bear. Really? Knock a tree down. Okay, I think I'm out of the theory zone now. Maybe there might be one, but what's that bear down in there? It's 95. I think I already checked these ones. Yeah. There's usually a theory on the edge here. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. And the next pass that I choose, oh, there's a Rex up there, 55. Where did he come from? Four chunks. Oh, I got a bit of an update on here. So, I'm pretty good for my chomping. I probably could use a little bit of extra. I seem to always be low on weight. But I'm not going to get very much of the weight. It's not going to get, it's only going to go up like 8 or something like that. So probably health. We'll take it up over 9. So I got 200 on the health. So also my levels on the wyvern are not going up very high in health on everything. It's just going up minuscule points. Aloes. What's up here? Sabers. I hear a Yudi. $85. Not so good. Looking for a Daedon. There's a Daedon there. What is it? It's a 100? Nope, not good enough. Stats aren't very good either. There's some Daedons there. Are those wolves? Sabers. A bunch of jump. There's a bunch of jump. There's that 20 ice wyvern. I'm going to take that one out as well. So that they get some good spawns up here too as well. That is a 25, and that is a 20. So I could take these two out too. Just make sure I get my stand back. And I don't care if I'm flying fast for these ones because they are not gonna. Although that one took me down 1K. So let's see what these ones are gonna do. When it fire breaths me, it doesn't slow me down, but does it take the damage? No, but they're hitting me for 140 a shot. Don't hit the wrong key. Wow, so that's pretty costly, huh? They took me down for, there's a couple of Daedons there. One's got killed already. Oh, both of them got killed by the mammoth. That's the 150 mammoth, right? Yeah, 145 mammoth. 20, oh wait a minute. 28 on melee. That's pretty good. Yeah, 31 on weight. That's a pretty good mammoth, actually. But I don't need one. So these two now spawn at 185. Well, that's not what that egg is it? It's a 20 egg, and I don't know what's up there, but there is a 185. So I'm going to want to come back and get that 185 egg. So I'm going to want to cull those eggs out of there. All right, because I think that one's a 20 up there, right? Probably, yeah, they're both 20s. So I'm going to want to get those eggs out and then have that 185 spawn eggs into there. So that'd be nice to have a 185. I don't know what its stats are. 31. That's pretty good. 31 and 28. Yeah, there's some pretty good stats on that. 33 on stam. Yeah, so there's some good stats on that ice wyvern. So I'm gonna want to fashion that ice wyvern for sure. Probably should have picked up those eggs first before harvesting the wyverns. But I think I can get in and get out of there quickly once I get all this shit off of here. I do have a lightning wyvern, say, I think it's a 55, right? So I do have sorry, it's a 55 fire wyvern, and it's a 95 lightning wyvern. But I wouldn't dare take any of those up against those ice wyverns. They would be dead in a minute. So I'm just double checking the wyverns over here. This was the one that was the 175. So I just want to double check them. Oh, there's a 145 griffin. What is that? 26 on health, 23 on melee. Not super good. 26 on health is not terrible. It is a nice color too. It's like a turquoise color. Is that a Rex? Is that a Rex? Yeah, 55. Yeah, I just want to double check these wyverns here and what they are. I think there's still the 175. I don't know that I'd want to take on the 175. Yeah, that's 175. He's 37 and melee, which is way better than the other one, but not very good on health. So the other one was really, really good on health, and stam was really, really high. Well, this 34 stam is really, so the wyvern that I've got right now, the 175, is pretty good. I don't even know if I even should Chance going for the 85. There's the 155. So I don't even know if it's even worth it, really. Where's the nest? Oh, so these ones are just flying around. They're really not nesting. Because I don't really see a nest around. I'll just fly up here, but I don't think there's a nest up here. I think they're too far away. I'd probably have to lure them towards... Maybe that's the trick. Is you got to lure them towards where they make the nest in order for them to make a nest. They have to be flying around the nest location in order to drop a nest down here. Although I didn't touch them previously and they nested, and that's where I got the 175. So anyways, oh, I'm out of stam. Hopefully nothing comes. I'll just pop that here. Yeah. Try to get the crop pots going. That's really what I was working on. Okay, so yeah, so every once in a while you do make a run around to see if you can pick up an opportunistic tame. I mean, again, I can get the tames I need here, and I can get pretty good levels, like dire bears in this area and all in here. Lots of dire bears down in that valley. So lots of dire bears, and I could get a good level one, but I might not get that really supreme level, that that great melee or something. And so that's why it's every once in a while you make a tour around just to kind of suck in the map and the beauty of the map and all that stuff, and also just to get maybe you're going to run across that super high level Thyla or super high level Theory or whatever it is, right? These things have been making eggs, so I forgot about that. Okay, it should be turned around, but all right, so let's start to pull this stuff off. So let's put the key stuff that we need back on. So I do want to keep at least this, this, that, and the feet. Okay. Grappling I'll put on there. And I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep these. Right? And the fins, I'm going to keep these. And I think that's about it. I'm going to throw on some of those. I'm going to throw this and throw that. And so the rest is going to be stored. Right? Yep. Oh, I'm going to put this one on there too. All right. So if I have this, well, I need the ghillie suit anyways, the full suit. Okay, so the rest, so I'm not going to be able to move. And how much am I overweight? Not by very much. So I probably could afford at 660 to throw one more into weight. But it really is one of those things where it just happens that this is what I have and how many things I have that I don't, that I'm overweight. So it's probably more important to have the health. There may be a point where I'm really in trouble and I'm going to need like 700 health. All right, so the first thing is I want to drop off the perishables. I could probably throw the wyvern egg in there because I don't need it. It's a nice to have. There's a perishable. There's a perishable there. Anything in here? This I don't. Yeah, that's not perishable. I think that's about it. This one is. Yes. Okay. I was just checking the spark powder on that. Make sure that we're good. All right. So then I come over to here. And, you know, I could probably hit all of these three here. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put this in the smithy. I'm going to put this in the fabby. I think that's about it for the fab. This one here, I'm going to dump this in there. I'm going to dump the saddles and the extra gear. It's going to go in there too as well. And that's probably going to go in there. And that's going to be in here. So I'm going to use that. Eventually when I get the compound bow, which might be a drop, this will throw into here, and this will throw into here. And that should be good. And actually I'm going to throw this in. I should be able to start making a forge pretty soon, because that fire has been kind of pumping away. I think I shouldn't have thrown that gilly hands away. What gilly did I need to throw in here? Let me just see. Yeah, we've got, it's the hands. Oh yeah, so the hands were 154. So I really got everything I need. So I could throw that away. This one I'm going to throw inside there. And I'll throw this away. Okay, and this I'm going to throw down into a cage. Alright, so I'm going to make a cage up, which is going to need, where is it? Usually earlier up here, and I don't see it. Oh, I didn't learn it. I just, no, I did learn it. What am I, did I miss it? Oh, there it is, yeah. So fiber, wood, thatch. Okay. And this is a great quality of life improvement on the dung beetle for sure. Is this improvement to gathering up the feces automatically, so you don't have to go through all that pain and torture of oh, it's not going in. Gotta punch it in now. Or, you know, I don't know, whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna put it on wander and get it started collecting. Okay. So you don't have to do anything but just collect the fertilizer that comes out of there. All right, so now I'm going to make the crop plots, which I should have enough to make. I need 4 of them. Where is it? Is this a large one here? So make sure I don't have any large ones. So I'm going to put this back and just make sure I don't have any large crop plots. Nothing in there. There's nothing in there. I think I may have moved it into here. If anything, it would be into here, right? Because it was a building. Yeah. So there's a large, yes. So I don't want to make more than what I need. So I'm going to make 3 of them. Okay. And I'm going to pull these back in here. Need this, need this. I think 6 is fine for food. I don't have to worry about replenishing that yet. Everything looks pretty good here. Just want to make sure I get my everything in place. There was probably a bed that I threw in here. I guess not. Well, remember I didn't get those last time. 72 of the spear bolts. So those spear bolts I don't need. It's the arrows I need. So the spear bolts, I'm going to put them in here. I mean, I'm sure with spear bolts, there's, you know, an advantage on there. This ice wyvern I don't need. It's a call for sure. I'll call that one up. Get him out of the smithy. Be careful with this gun. Yeah. Alright, so okay, that's going to go in here, and throw that in there as well. And this is going to go in here. Okay, so we need our crop plots, and so the crop plots have got to go over here where the food is. So can I squeeze this one a little bit closer to the wall? So now that I've got that in there, this is where the cooking pot is going to go and stuff. So let's see if I can put in and get this a little bit closer. Yeah, that's going to look better. Okay, cooking pot is going to go probably beside that. So let's put the crop plots over here out of the way. Now, if I'm coming up here, I don't think putting the crop plots here is going to be a problem. I think they might even... Would they all go in there? No. Do they stack like here? Would this be... That would be kind of interesting, wouldn't it? Would these stack like this? Let's try this. Yeah, so this is not going to stack on here, right? It's all weirded out. Yeah. Let's hit this thing. And I don't need this cooking pot because I'm going to be getting those soon. So let's pick this up. Let's see if we can put them in here. Yeah, I'm just trying to get creative here. It doesn't, okay. Yeah, it would be really difficult to get at the seeds and everything. So let's just go with the traditional. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, let's just go. Oh, it doesn't do the fourth one. Ah, crazy. Okay, probably gonna have the cooking pot. I don't use I use it for kibble and all that stuff. I'm not gonna put it over there, but I could put the crop plot. No, I can't put the crop plots because I don't think they're irrigated over here. Let me just put them down. I don't think they're irrigated here, right? Irrigated? No, they're irrigated over here. Okay. So could I put them here? Yeah, so if I do them here, they're going to be in the way. But if I do them here, that's not going to be so terrible over here, right? right? I think I can still get up there. Yeah, all right. So they're all good there. We need seeds for them. And this one's going to be a while before it starts producing fertilizer. And the seeds are going to go bad. So let's just get it ready to do soon. Okay, so the baryonyx. Let's take a look at the baryonyx, what we've got. All right, so it's 32 on health, which is no good, right? Because this is 42 on health, so that's already no good. Although it is the female, which is here. So the female has the 42. Yeah, so that is not going to happen. I'll just use it for the superior kill. I don't think a baryonyx is superior kill. So those I am going to want to put in here. And this one is here. This one is here if I need it. And that is there. Oh, actually, crafting is in place. Okay, I do need some food and some water. So let's get our water in place. And let's get our food. And what did I say? I said the weight is, it's just a weird, it's really dependent upon, so it's better just to build up my health as much as I want. And right now I should be in the 90s now, 91. And what can I do at 91? Okay, so let's just take stock of what we can expect to come down the pipe. The Rhino Nathi, I'd like to tame that to give it a shot on that one. The Helicoprian saddle, I have never learned that yet. I've never tamed that, so we'll see how difficult that is. I think it's just a knockout tame, but boy, oh boy, oh boy, if that thing is, I'd probably have to test that one out first before I risk the two. So it's pretty easy to tame that. Just have to get myself a turtle. Just tame up a turtle if I'm deciding to go for that. I haven't really found much of a benefit for the two. So I know it's very powerful, but I've tried to take it out and see how powerful it was, and it's like meh. I think a Basilosaurus is just way better. I find it's the best. I've yet to find. Now I don't know this Helicopteran, or I'm going to call the Helishark. I don't know what that's like. Okay, so this is everything I need in the Wyvern. And we'll check out our little friend here. And so we'll just get ready with our little friend. Okay. All right, so get him all emptied out. Yeah, he's got a lot of shit he's got. All right. So first things first, perishables. Throw those in. I'm gonna pull out the lightning wyvern because I just want to see what it's like. So let's see if we can move around. Yeah, let's the lightning wyvern. Get him. And this one I'm going to hatch him because that's the baryonyx I'm actually gonna kind of fly around on. Now the baryonyx, I think it tames up with regular meat, but I really should be starting to put. I think it should be fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and tame him up, and let's pull down the baryonyx. This one I'm going to want to for sure imprint. Oh yeah, I can't do it until he's juvenile, right? Oh, he's juvenile. What, do I have no cryos? Oh, I threw them all in the
Wyvern? No. Could I have done that? That would be crazy if I did that. No, I didn't do that. They're here. So why can't I cry them up? Okay, let's get them to follow me over here. Where are you? There you are. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on. What's going on with you? All right, so let's put him down. We're gonna make sure we imprint on him. I think he might be a 50% imprint. We'll see what the health is on it. Food is going down. That's because we don't have any fish meat in there. So that may be a problem. So I'm going to throw some fish meat because I do have quite a bit of it. So let's just throw it in here anyways. Right? And then he should start to eat from there. 60. Yeah, yeah, he's going up now. Okay, so he's eating from there. And 2 minutes I gotta do something with him for the tame. All right. Okay, so let's get rid of this stuff. So the perishables, do that first. Carrot, sabo root. Um, what do we got here? Do that, do that. We could probably, because we got some, well, I don't have a lot of space here. We're gonna run out on the refrigerator. Probably need one more refrigerator. Didn't I make 2 refrigerators out? I thought I made 2 out. Well, I guess not. I thought I made 2 out. I gotta check in here. Maybe I left it in here. I could have sworn I made 2 of them up. Okay, anyways, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna be making 2 of them anyways. So I'm throwing in perishables. Yeah, I don't see anything. Okay, so let's go over to here and let's throw away all of our berries, which we can't do anymore. Yeah, take that. Seeds, I really don't think I have any seeds. What's this guy at? He's at 1 minute left. Okay, I'm gonna get graphing ready to go. I'm gonna start to just finish up. We've got a minute left. Get all this done in a minute. So I'm gonna throw that in there. This is gonna go in there. What other? Okay, I'll throw this one in here along with this. Oh, I can make up some. All right, this is the spear bolt. Yeah, so spear bolt's gonna go in here, along with what else? That's a spare now. That is a spare for sure. That's gonna go in there. This is gonna go in there. This is a spare, so let's. I always put the scuba gear inside the fab. These bullets are gonna go in here too, and this is gonna go over here, as well as this and that, and that should be near about it. And I should be able to input on them now. Cyanberry. So that was kind of a bonus. Oh, some right inside it. Cyanberry is this one, right? And we'll just turn them up at 100%. Great. All right. And we'll put this in here. This, we're going to put let's just put it right here. Just light up this area here. What is the range on this? It's high brightness, but the range. Okay, that's all good. All right. He's ready to hatch my lightning wyvern. Let's move him back a bit. So when the lightning wyvern falls in front, he's not going to fall on top of the... Oh, look at that color. It's a greenish lightning wyvern. It's interesting. Usually they're purpley. Let's see. He looks pretty nasty, right? Yeah. But, yeah, he's pretty nasty. Pretty gnarly looking. Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty gnarly looking. Okay. Um, he's gonna pop an egg soon. She's gonna pop an egg soon. This one here should be ready to go. Yep, it's ready to go. I inputted 100%. And what do we got for our levels? 424 in melee. Are you kidding me? What am I got on my melee? 39? 42 in health? I mean, this is a killer. 42 in stamp. This is a killer baryonyx. Well, let's leave this. Normally I name the baryonyx Barry, but I'm going to name this guy Brutus because he's a toughie. And I think I have a really good saddle for him too as well. Yeah, I got a mastercraft. Oh man, this one in the water is going to be nasty. Oh my God, this is the guy. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap out because that other thing is so frickin' slow. I don't need Deinonychus or Deinosuchus anymore to be carried with me. All right, so I do have Graffin that's being carried with me. And I probably should have, I usually like to carry me RG with me just in case I get overweight. And I'll pop an RG. And then the Carno, in case I get in some trouble, he's usually pretty good. Although I've got the Aloes that I should be taming up that are going to be better than the... But the problem is I've got an Ascendant Aloe saddle or Mastercraft Aloe. Metal ingot 428. That's not too bad. I could probably make that up. And he'd be pretty powerful. Let's see what we got. I think I do have some aloes ready to be bred. They are melee at 34. And this melee at, where's the other aloe? Right here. 36. So, you know what? I won't even consider the Carno anymore now. I think these ones are going to be much better. Okay, so all right, let's get this one popping out some aloe babies, and I'll use those eggs too. I think there's superior eggs on this one. So this one here I don't need. I'll keep this one. This here, yeah. So this lightning wyvern is hitting for 17. Not very good for melee. These are not very good stats. The stam is terrible, but I get to fly around on the wire, practice my lightning wyvern. So this is a male, 3242. So 3242, 4342, 4342. 39. So that's the same male. Um, what do I got? It's 42.29. So I'm really looking for a female. Oh, 42. Yeah. So this is a 32. So this is definitely not an egg, but I'm still gonna want to just keep checking the baryonyx, just make it even better. But the one I've got is, well, yeah, the one I got popped out at all the numbers. That's right. So I'm just trying to getting a breeding pair so that I can consistently get those numbers. But um, it's just terrible on the food or something like that. Okay, so this guy here, 31 health, so 34. So I thought I marked this. Yeah, yeah, this was gonna pop an egg soon. Okay, and this is wants to go for a walk with me. So let's go ahead and, oh, wait a minute, that's not what I want. You know what? I'm gonna, I'll come back and do that one later. Let's get this guy down on the ground because he's got to go for a walk. Used to be I just pulled them off the top because I got the railings. I could pick up the railings, but I'm just gonna throw them down here. Juvenile Latent Wyvern. Pretty dark here. Okay, so this is good. This is good. This is good. I hope I didn't wait too long. There's that stego out there. Okay, so this is good for this one. It's good to practice. Now what do we got for this? So this is a 34 health, which is not great. Oh, 31 health, so I got the high health stat. I probably should have just put in some of those feathers. So 35 on stam, that's good. That's good, that's good, that's good. Um, 38 on food. So 38 on food. Yep, it's got the high on the food. Um, 42 on weight. 42 on weight and 34, 36. So 42, 36. Let's see, we got 42, 36, 42, 36. There we go. So this is a good male. This has got all the stats for the male. So this is a good male. All right. That will be replacing this male here. And I think most of those stats are on the female, right? Except for the health, right? So the female is a 34, but I got a 34 in the male. So when I do it with the female, um, I want to get those in all those values over into the female. The only thing is, I think the oxygen was low, right? Okay, that doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm going to get this bred up quickly. All right. This one is 2 minutes. What's this one here? 15 minutes. So these take a long time to replenish. All right. So I really don't need that 185 ice wyvern. It really doesn't really give me much of an advantage. I need a fire wyvern is really what I need. I need a super powerful fire wyvern to take down gigas and or I could tame a really good level Karcha, which I don't see around. But I got to be able to take those down, and I think the Fire Wyvern is the only thing that's going to do it for me. All right. What do we got here? We need the start to take a look at what we now have available to us for s- the forge. I definitely need to make the forge up, which I should be able to do pretty soon. So that's 25. I think that's enough for the forge. So let me just see what we need for the forge. Okay, so for the forge, I need 25, which I've got, polymer, which I've got, crystal, which I don't have. I don't think I have 250 crystal, and I think I'm weak on oil too. So I definitely don't have the oil, and I don't have the crystal, right? What do I got for crystal? Where is my crystal? Thought I had a whole bunch of it. Did I just miss it? Am I seeing it in here? Yeah, okay, 300. So let's, we do have the 25 now that we need for this. So let's start putting this stuff in here and getting ready for the forge. Oil, I don't have, definitely don't have enough for oil. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at what we've got. So creating additional craft, the forge. So I'm weak on oil, which I could go over to the mountain and get some oil, so it's not too bad. Or I could go into the water with the baryonyx, and it would be doing fine. And I got lots of, so I really just need oil because I got crystal and everything's fine. So I just need oil. So I got to take a run over with the baryonyx to get the oil. So let's go and see this. So this male had, I think it had the high level melee is 34. So this one had high level 36, but the health was poor, right? 34 compared to 31, so it's not too bad. So I'm going to turn this one into a fighting aloe. Although, no, you know what? It's going to be a cull because I need an imprint on it. And this doesn't have an imprint, I don't think. Let me just double check. Um, oh, and it's not the female. Sorry. Oh, that was a bad move. It's the male that has the stats, right? Oh, that's too bad. So this is the female that didn't have the stats, right? Wait a minute, let's drop this guy down. Yeah, I'm gonna throw this. This is melee one, so I'm gonna make sure I pull in the melee stat. So this is a male, and so let's compare the stats on this male to this male here. It's almost like a Rex. He's lots of space. Holy smokes! What? Okay, I need to light. Gotta go. My eye gets lighting. I gotta go down. Oh, so this is gonna be a bit of a problem if I have to get down from here. Although I really don't need to. Okay, so I'm gonna throw out the lightning wyvern and see if I can get a good. Wyvern milk. So this is where you do need, because it may not move off of this. If this is the case, then I'm gonna have to do some bisons. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, so he's fully imprinted. get him up here out of the way. All right, so that means I can throw down the male here for the female. No, no, throw the male out here. There you go. Oh no. No, no, no. Okay. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, here we go. No, first of all, I want to see if this is imprinted. And it isn't. Okay? So this one is 34, 34, 35, 35, 23, 38 on the food, 32, 34, 42, 36. So this one is a call because I think I'm missing out on, yeah, so the only one I'm missing out on is the oxygen, right? No, no, it's got the low oxygen. So I pulled over all the good values. Yes. Yeah. So this is now a call on this male here. This is the male, right? Yeah. And this is a male here, right? Okay, good. So I should be able to get that sorted out fairly quickly. So this is a call for this one. And graphene is going to go in here, and the RG is going to go in here in case I become really super overweight. And all right, so I got my water creature. I got this. I'm going to put the aloe in and have the aloe ready for my fighting, and that should be all I need to really get along. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm still trying to get a good baryonyx line. What am I looking at doing here now? I'm going to get this egg in here, and I'm just going to eat these up. And I'm going to throw an extra cryo in here, and I am low on cryos. So what I'll do is I will throw an extra cryo. I'm low on those. So I'm going to have to be making up some cryos soon. All right, looking really good. Let's call it at this one. And what I'll do is I'll just finish up some of these tames and everything, and then we'll pick it up on the next session. Okay, so have a great day. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you later.